What's up, paranormal world? What better way to start October off than a video about Salem, Massachusetts, one of the most historical haunted places in the world. And for those who are not familiar with the history of Salem, Massachusetts, let me share a brief backstory. In the 1600s, Christianity was one of the chosen religions, and for those who opposed it, were seen as the devil. Specifically, back in 1692, 200 individuals were falsely accused of practicing witchcraft, but 19 of those people were found guilty and actually executed by hanging. The punishment described by some were brutal, such as being crushed to death and others just being tortured. And with a dark past and history like that, the dark cloud never left Salem, Massachusetts. Salem, Massachusetts has a rich history of paranormal activity and hauntings. So let's dive in and talk about some of the haunted establishments in Salem. First, let's talk about the Joshua Ward's house. To many, this is single-handedly the most haunted place in Salem, Massachusetts. And it's a distinct connection to the Salem witch trials. George Carwin, the man who initiated the arrest of the accused witches, he was the high sheriff, and basically he had the power to do any and everything. He enjoyed to see other people get tortured. It almost like it turned him on. And he would torture these individuals until they admit to being a witch. He didn't even care if it was true or not. He just wanted to see people get tortured. After George Carwin died, the family feared that the townspeople would vandalize his remains if he was buried in a cemetery nearby. So the family buried him in the basement of his home. And this home is said to be haunted by 3 ghosts, and Carwin is one of them. And the other 2 are male and female, and those are supposedly the ones who were accused of witchcraft. People who have visited this home have witnessed and felt countless amounts of paranormal activity. People have seen books being thrown, people have been strangled, and doors opening and closing on their own. So it's a lot of poltergeist activity going on. And it's crazy because the real evil person was George Carwin. How could he say that witchcraft is evil? I mean, he's basically killing people, well, killing innocent people, and then using torture as pleasure. That's very hypocritical. But nonetheless, I definitely bet this place is haunted. Oh, and let me show you this picture of one of the women who supposedly hunt this house. Now, this was captured, I can't remember the date, but it was captured a while ago. So what do you guys think? Is it real or is it fake? Either way, it's creepy. Moving on to the next haunted location, the Salem Witch House. The Salem Witch House is over 400 years old and formerly owned by Judge Jonathan Carwin. And just like the Joshua Ward's house, this house had an owner who was evil and corrupt as well. Many people have heard voices and experienced cold spots in certain areas of the home. Actually, Ghost Adventures have investigated here back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. They didn't capture anything groundbreaking, but they did capture some good evidence. It's mostly the energy that is affecting people. All of the negative paranormal pressure is almost like a portal. And when people visit the house, their energy is drained and they just become lightheaded and ill. And speaking of bad energy, the third haunted place I want to talk about is the Old Berrien Cemetery. And this is definitely one of the darkest places in Salem. And this is one of the first cemeteries in all of America. And the judge who convicted the innocent people who were on the witch trials is buried here. EVPs, orbs, apparitions have all been seen late at night. And all of this usually happens around the judge's grave. Overall, no one can deny the horrible things that have happened on Salem grounds. For sure, it's a magnet for evil and demonic activity. And I must say, I wouldn't mind visiting or going to the yearly Halloween festival one day. So, what do you guys think about Salem, Massachusetts? And what do you think about the witch trials and the other haunted places? Especially give me your thoughts about the witch trials. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and this is just day 1 of 31 days of Halloween. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on my videos. As always, be safe, peace.